Hey guys, welcome back to the Record Room. I'm, of course, your host, Tony Giles, TG. And on today's episode, I want to talk about a band that I absolutely love and adore. Whether I have any right or reason to love and adore that band, I don't know. But I discovered this band, may have been last year, the year before. And admittedly, they're a metalcore band, sort of metalcore, death metal, a bit new metalish. My fandom with that genre of music probably started in the early 2000s and kind of ended there as well. When it comes to metal these days, I prefer my metal black or maybe doomy, slow and sludgy. Metalcore isn't really something I listen to, certainly not something I purchase, but there is something about this band that I just absolutely freaking love, and I have all of their records. Barring a live album, I own their discography. And their new album just recently dropped. It's called Grizzy. The band in question are, of course, Slaughter To Prevail, which you would know if you read the graphic down at the bottom. I don't know what it is about Slaughter To Prevail. I don't know what it is about their music. I don't know if it's because some of the band members are British. I genuinely don't know, but there is something about that band I just freaking love. It's get psyched music. Every album, every record I listen to is like, man, this is awesome. And I became introduced to the band from the song Baba Yaga, which I saw a clip. I don't know if it was on TikTok or YouTube or somewhere. Someone was mentioning like heavy new bands that were heavy and had great videos. And the video for Baba Yaga is pretty good. Slaughter To Prevail, if you don't know, their front man is Russian. He calls himself Alex the Terrible. Very charismatic guy. Like ripped. He's a bare knuckle fighter. Tons of tattoos. Gnarly scar on his face. And he wears this kind of like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin rabbit mask. It's a cool looking mask. So, you know, me coming from an era of musicians like Kiss and Ghost and you know, kind of bands that put a little bit of theatricality in what they do. I was on board with these guys. So at the time, I think the album with Baba Yaga was coming out or was out, so I decided to grab that. But while I was there, I grabbed everything, and since then, I've been a diehard fan. Their new album, Grizzly, came out, I think it was a week ago, so I thought this would be a great time to talk about Slaughter To Prevail. So, first off, their first release, which was originally a CD-only release, I believe, and I think it was an indie release, was an EP called Chapters of Misery. This is a 10-inch vinyl LP, or a 10-inch vinyl EP, as you can see. The artwork on this is so gnarly, so cool. The band are on Sumerian Records as well. Tons and tons of color pressings and effect vinyl, things like that. So if you're a fan of that stuff, you'll get plenty of that. I think this originally came out on vinyl by Sumerian in 2021. I think this is a 2022, 2023 reissue. I'll show you. It does have a printed inner sleeve, and I don't have any polylined inner sleeves for a 10-inch, so I need to get some of those. But this is cool. It comes on, I believe this is orange magenta with black splatter. And you know, for an effect record, it actually sounds pretty good as well. I mean, it's heavy as all get out. So there is, you know, well, listen out for the tiniest like difference in audio dynamics. I'm probably not going to do on this, but this is a fantastic debut EP. And then they followed that up. Look at this. If you saw this in a record store, if I were a younger person, I just walked into a record store and I saw that cover, I'd be like, what the heck is that? How do I get it? I need it in my life. And this is the album. It's called Misery Sermon. Yes, this is Misery Sermon. This one came out, when was this? 2017, maybe? Something like that. Comes with a printed inner, which again, this artwork, Slaughter To Prevail know who they're marketing their stuff to, and I am all for it. I am eating it up. I'd love to tell you what variant this is, but I honestly don't know. It's like a neon green with maybe white and a black splatter. All I can tell you is it sounds really good. I have literally no complaints with any of the sound issues or sound quality of any of the Misery or any of the Slaughter to Prevail records. And I think I have two of these. I have another variant of this somewhere lost in amongst the madness. But this is a great album. This, for me, this is a driving album. I listen to that one quite a lot on the road. The album that got me turned on to the band in the first place. Well, the track Baba Yaga, but that's on this album here, Kostolom, which is probably Russian, I don't know, but this is it's a double LP. It's a double LP, but each disc, each side has 3 songs. So whether you could consider that a double LP or just a long single, I mean, choice is yours on that one. Only came with paper sleeves, so I have replaced them. But this, again, it's on some kind of mad effect. I don't even know what you would call this. Like, this side looks like this. So it's like a pink blend splatter, but then the other side looks like that. So I don't know which version this is. And to be honest with you, when it comes to like which variant and stuff, half the time I don't care. I'll take a retail copy. I don't mind. I do believe though I bought these from the Sumerian web shop or the Slaughter to Prevail web shop. I can't remember which one now because it was a while ago. But yeah, they arrived in time. They arrived not damaged, which I'm a big fan of. And yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. And it sounds great as well. And if you haven't heard the song, it's Baba Yaga. Run to YouTube. Check it out. It's great. You know, like I said, I don't know if this is music that necessarily a man nearing 50 should be listening to. I don't go to the gym. I don't lift, but it gets me psyched. And I was so pumped to hear a new album was coming. I didn't pre-order it online. I thought, you know what, this band are getting quite big now. I'll be able to get this at retail. And that's exactly what I did. And in fact, I was on a family trip a couple days back. Popped into the HMV that happened to be there. And there it was. Slaughter to Prevail, Grizzly. And this is the black cloudy with yellow splatter version. And it says this one comes with a download card, is on coloured vinyl, and came for the princely sum of $27.99. And I just grabbed it off the shelf. You know, I was like, oh, I want that. I'll grab that, I'll have that. Again, came in a paper and a sleeve. Not the end of the world. And the vinyl itself, as described, looks great and actually sounds really good. Like, I was a little shocked at how good this sounds, because this is a brutal record. And it sounds ace. And I do believe, I looked on Discogs to try and find out, you know, which version is this the retail version? Is this some kind of like limited edition, something like that? Because I saw there are versions of this that when you open the sleeve, the gatefold pops up. It's a bear trap. But as you can see, this version does not pop up. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's like the pop-up version, because there's a pop-up version of this with the same disc, but this one doesn't pop up. Well, you know, is it just what's the difference with this one? And then I looked inside and was completely blown away, because it doesn't mention this anywhere. But inside, I thought, oh, there'll be a poster, something like that. No, there's a signed art print. I do not know which members of the group have signed it. I'm guessing Alex is one of them, because he's very, very prominent. As a Slaughter to Prevail fan, you'll know that Alex is very, very front and center. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a massive like signed guy. I don't need signed stuff, but seeing that, I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool. This was like retail price and comes on a vinyl comes on a color variant and has a signed art print that's not even mentioned on the label. And then I did some hunting around online, and it seems like this version is an exclusive to the HMV chain in the UK, and I believe you can only get the signed art print in the UK. So there were a couple of copies of the album when I bought it. But when I say a couple, I mean, once I took mine, there were literally a couple of copies left. So if you're on the fence about grabbing one of these, I don't know, it might be worth trying to track one down in your local HMV, because that site art print is pretty nifty. But as for the content of the album goes, I absolutely love it. Banditos, the song that starts off the album, is really good. There's not a track on the album actually I dislike. I'll be honest with you. There's not even one on there. There's one that features Baby Metal song 3 that starts off side 2. It's absolutely mental. I played it and Mrs. Giles says to me, "Is that Baby Metal?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?" So yeah, I love Grizzly. It's heavy as all get out. I would highly recommend anybody try before you buy it. Always YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Apple, Deezer, wherever you get your digital music. Check out some Slaughter To Prevail. They are a really good band. I really love them. You can tell I'm getting a little bit hyped talking about them because I really love what they do. But that's it for this episode. An overview of my Slaughter To Prevail collection. I don't have a lot because the band don't have a lot, but what I've got I love and I listen to. And I'm stoked to add Grizzly to my collection. So what about you? Did you grab Grizzly? Which version do you have? Let me and everybody know in the comments down below. But until next time, stay gold and spin those blackest circles.